When our visitors arrive at site, there'll be 4 triggered doors that will be operational. We will have a security presence and some customer service personnel that will be able to assist any needs of the customer.
Good morning, welcome to Into Lakeside.
We're going to utilise technology to track the amount of people that come backwards and forwards out of our centre. And through that information and through our heat mapping service, we'll be able to monitor where they're going once they're in the centre.
Whoa. Oh, hold up there, Chief. What did you just say? I just want to clarify that.
We're going to utilise technology to track the amount of people that come backwards and forwards out of our centre. And through that information and through our heat mapping service, we'll be able to monitor where they're going once they're in the centre.
Yeah, I thought I heard right. So just to be clear on this, we've been asked to cleanse our hands as we go into each shop. We've been asked to socially distance, socially engineer ourselves. We've been asked to be okay with all these signs around, constantly reminding us of what we should do, to now jumping onto having heat sensors tracking us. Where did that come from? Did you know about it? I didn't know about it. This is the first I've heard about it watching this video. Where did we go from that to now being tracked via heat sensors? You know, the risk of sounding a little cynical, that technology looks like it's been very quickly and easily adapted into the environment, doesn't it? Trendy bit of technology, that kit, isn't it? Just very easily adapted to the environment.
The MAO itself will have a one-way system, and then when you get to the end of the MAOs in certain locations, we've got roundabouts, as we're calling them, so people follow the pathway with the decals on the floor.
These terms just keep getting better, don't they? Bubbles, and now it's people roundabouts, just in case you forgot which direction you need to be going. What does it remind you of?
We've taken away all of our seating to stop gatherings of visitors, and whilst we've taken it all away, we do have some specific chairs that we've got available to us at strategic points around the centre should anyone start to feel unwell during the course of their visit.
Of course, it has to be related to COVID-19, doesn't it? People don't just get unwell anymore, especially when you're in a shopping centre or around other people. No, it's not just about feeling a little bit lightheaded from maybe not having some lunch or something like that. No, you've got seating areas now, because if you start to feel unwell, it has to be related to COVID-19. Do guys like this understand how complicit they are to things that's happening at the minute, to what's happening in regards to the fear levels and the general feelings of anxiety that people have got nowadays? When he comes out with this stuff, do you think he appreciates it? I'm not entirely sure. So when people go sit in these areas, because they obviously feel unwell because of COVID-19, what's next? The marshals, the social distancing captains, or whatever it is they're calling themselves now, do they run over to you with their COVID-19 kits, their temperature gauges, and I don't know what, syringes and things like that? Now, what is it? What is this cotton-wooled, fear-mongered environment going to turn into next?
Outside each store, we put some graphics on the floor that say a starting point, and then we put 2 metre distancing measures in there, and then we're working in conjunction with each store so they will manage their queues from the front as a one-in, one-out system.
Sorry, I got it wrong. It's not social distance captain. It's social distance champion. Those good old champions. Listen, I don't blame these people. Do you know what? They're actually bloody heroes. If it weren't for these people going in the shops and working at the tills, we wouldn't have all of this stuff functioning. No, okay, look, the term functioning isn't even relevant in this equation, but I don't blame these guys, because I do question how complicit they are, but they're just following orders. They're just doing the job. They just want to put food on the table like other people want to do it, right? We can't blame these people. They're just following orders. Where has the blame got to be placed? It has to be from where these orders are coming from, right? Who is it that's enforcing this stuff? And just to be clear on anybody who thinks I might be missing the point here, I understand that all of this is happening. Everything is being transformed because of stats and information no worse than the flu. So I get it. This is the whole point. It's why I do these videos. It's incredibly frustrating to see our absolute normality, our lives, our psyches, our entire ways of being to be absolutely transformed over something no more than the flu. So I'm aware of it. I do get it. Crossing only allowed at certain points. Crossing points. The government says they'll take enforcement action over any business that doesn't comply to these draconian measures that look like something straight out of Orwell's depiction of the future. I don't know law, I've not studied it. I'll leave that to people like Lord Sumption, who have and continue to challenge these draconian measures. Lord Sumption is a senior judge and he's not been best pleased about these social distancing draconian measures being put in place. So let's see where that might go with people like that. We obviously need more people like this, because what does enforcement mean? Does it mean lawful enforcement? We don't know, but the government are very clever in that they say, well, look, even if it isn't compulsory, what do you do as a business now? Let's say you're a small business owner or part of a big chain. If you want to operate in something like a shopping centre, how are you meant to do that? How are you meant to do it without putting these measures in place? It's a little bit like the staff, isn't it? What are they meant to do if they don't want to become social engineering chiefs or captains or champions, as they call themselves? What do they do? What do they do? They just don't have a job, do they? It's like a business. You don't have a business to operate if you don't comply. Let's just hope more people like Lord Sumption come out and start to challenge this stuff. So what's the conclusion to all this? Well, the conclusion for me is what I've said before. You can shove this stuff where the sun don't shine. I'm certainly not rewarding this socially engineered environment with my money. I'm not fueling it. I won't be visiting these places and spending my money there. It just won't happen. And until enough people start to understand and recognize that that's how it works, that money makes the world go round, then these measures will continue to be enforced. But while they have heat tracking sensors and whatever else that they've got going on at the minute, who knows where that information's going, who knows what information they've got. While all this still continues to exist, then you can forget about getting my money. It really, really is as simple as that. So keep doing it. And if enough of us don't spend in these places, then they'll soon get the message. If you've enjoyed these few minutes of common sense, rationale and sanity, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thank you so much for all your support on Patreon. Thank you for sharing with everybody that you know. And in these trying times, the very best place to stay in touch is to subscribe on my website, carlvernon.com. Ta-ta.